And we are live. Okay, good. Hello, everybody. We already have Kelly Bear and Anne. Great that you are here already. So, welcome. Please come and say hi so we know in the comments who is watching. I have a guest today. It's Manuela from Place of Stillness. And we were just chatting before the live how we are doing, and we are both in very strange situations, but I'm glad that we get to see the humor in it together. So I just want to start by saying thanks, Manuela, for doing this with me because, yeah, as I said, we both love the tarot, we both love these weird things, and we can just have this distraction, but an important distraction, to delve into the tarot in a weird, creative way. So there you go. So
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Anna. And which deck would be a better choice to discuss in weird times than the very strange Trionfi Della Luna?
Exactly, exactly. So I have the paradoxical classic, and you have the paradoxical blue. And I actually have a part of your paradoxical blue because you sent me uh, the Beast expansion pack and the Oracle cards and all of that. You
Hmm.
really spoiled me there. It's a really cool, amazing. Uh,
Yeah.
Kelly Bear has a copy next to her. That's great. If you guys have a copy of the Trionfi della Luna, no matter what edition, obviously, or what colorway, take it because this is all about the court cards, which are cards that are, especially for beginners, difficult to read most of the time. I mean, I know that I struggled with them in the beginning. Like, are they supposed to be people? Are they supposed to be events? What's up with the elemental and the astrology stuff? But now we're going to find animal symbolism in these cards because the court cards in the Trionfi look a lot like animals, right?
Yes.
And Manuela, you were saying something about the court cards before we started live.
Yeah, I told you that the court cards in each and every deck are super, super important to me personally. The court cards can make a deck or break a deck. And in order to simplify the whole issue around court cards, I really like to think as think the court cards as relationship cards. The major arcana, they are those big events in our life with big impacts, big lessons. The minor arcana are all those day-to-day challenges that we take ourselves through. And we could basically do that from home without meeting anyone. But learning the lessons in the court would require us to go out there to meet other people, to face the world, to face our shadows that pop up when we meet others. And that's what fascinates me with the courts.
Wow, great. So, how would you read it if a court card comes up in a reading that's really about just one person?
I would say, well, that's required of you as some sort of attitude when you
Mm.
face the world. Let's say you got the King of Coins, and yeah, you're facing your day-to-day lives. Well, then now it's required of you that you put that you structure your life, that you make things sustainable on a material level. You take the control of your situation. You are the boss, and wherever you meet any challenges in the world concerning these sort of issues, you really need to stand your ground in relation to other people as the King of Coins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I love that. And it's true, it is about relationships. I feel almost like mostly in the Marseille deck because of course the Trionfi de la Luna is a Marseille inspired deck, maybe we're
Hmm.
supposed to say. Of course, these court cards, um, they are very how do we say that? Patrick Valenza, the maker of this deck, really went the full creative route. So there are no other, Marseille decks with courts that look like this. Um, And also, honestly, he changed. This is the we both have the English words, right? So it says page of wands instead
mm,
of the knave or the valet, and then it says knight instead of the cavalier,
mm,
and then I guess queen and king is always the same. But I think in the Marseille, because it's a little bit more dry tarot, you could say,
mm.
it is a lot about, where the courts are looking and if they're looking one another in the eye, and you know what I mean? So it's very much about the relationship and how they talk to one another. But
Yeah,
yeah, I do you also, like me, include the elements in the court cards, because that was a huge breakthrough for me once I added the elements, like Queen of Wands would be water, of fire. That
mm,
is how I understood finally what they were about, each and every court card. You know what I mean? Do you do that
yeah.
too?
I'm not doing it. Actually, I assign the elements to the suits, but when it comes to the hierarchy, I usually go. I kind of try to imagine the courts as a workplace, with the pages being the beginner at the workplace who needs to look over everybody's shoulder and has all those weird questions, and then the knight is that guy or girl or something in between or nothing of that at all, who is um, knowing something already and doing it a bit trial and error,
Yeah.
working with his first lessons. And then the queen is so already experienced but hasn't yet reached the top at the hierarchy, but is already kind of strategizing behind the scene. And then the
Hmm.
queen is the leader. um, yeah
Yeah. Wait, did you already get to the king? He's the leader?
yeah
Yeah,
yeah
yeah.
yeah
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm a little bit of a I'm allergic to the word hierarchy,
yeah
but it's very valid. But
mm,
I like to visualize the chords in a reading, or even without the reading,
yeah
um, in a place. Like if we have the center of the
mm,
topic, or if you have the topic at the center of of this idea, then the page would be in front of it, like going
mm,
towards um, the the goal, I guess.
yeah
The knight is the one that is after it, because he is pulling it as a messenger into the
mm,
world. He's manifesting it. the
mm,
the king is on top of it because he is the master. He kind of like understood. I read the kings as air,
yeah
understands the thing as a bird's eye view, and the queen is the heart, because she is the
mm,
heart of she embodies then that goal and
mm,
that so that is how I
yeah
kind of went outside of the who is on top and then below, below, below. But still, I mean, it's very valid. Definitely,
yeah
definitely.
yeah, I really like that, actually. Kind of getting away from the hierarchies, and it feels like some of those decks, like the Numinous Tarot, make it really possible just to look for the quality of the specific court card, and not looking into any kind of progression idea,
Yeah, yeah.
because I always forget if the dreamer is the queen or the page, and somehow just needed to accept, well, I don't know, I always forget, so the dreamer is just the dreamer, which would kind of feed into the less hierarchical way of dealing with the chords. And I really like that kind of visual way of seeing the different roles in different places in a structure. I mean, it's maybe again one of those words that some people like and some people don't, but in a network, let's
Right,
say.
right. Yeah. No, that's I like that. Okay,
Mm,
so I want to read a little bit into the comments.
yeah.
We have so Kelly Bear Anne already said hi. Tammy Pie is here. Hello. Is she saying hi, pumpkins? People saying hi to each other. Um, all right, talking about the original versus paradoxical. I think Manuela and I both obviously prefer the paradoxical because you have the blue, but I might be wrong. Maybe you prefer the original.
No, I'm
No.
for colorful decks, so those more
And
brownish really don't make it into my home.
oh right, yeah, yeah, because it's a little bit like the parchment paper
Yeah.
look, but the blue is beautiful and always tempting, but the purple's always also tempting for me. So I'm kind of like, nope, no, no, don't buy any more decks. I have this one, and I should just be happy with it. So yeah. um, so paradoxical original, Anne prefers the original. Oh yeah, of course, there's a paradoxical rose as well, which very popular a few months ago, or maybe last year. Time flies. Um, I only have the English, but I love it. Yeah, same here. And the titles used to be in Italian, yes, of course, because this is like an Italian inspired deck. It's just that me being half French, I think I'm biased, and I think all the Marseille decks are French. uh, Saskia saying hi, hello. Okay, great, great, great. So I just want to say, please let us know. Hi, Honey is here, and thank you for the compliment about my lipstick. I really tried. Uh, I just want to say, everybody, including Manuela, please tell me if there's too much noise out of the window because my window is open because it's actually warm here in Holland, meaning 20 degrees Celsius, but we are very thankful. um, and I live very near Westerpark, and I was just in Amsterdam. I was just there to attend a protest for or demonstration for equal housing against the current housing market, which is really screwing everybody over. So, but I had to leave early because obviously we were doing this fun thing. But I just want to tell you that if you hear anything from outside and it's bothering you, let me know and I'll close the window. So there. That's my disclaimer. Mad Witch is saying I have French blood and I'm just as biased. Ha ha ha. Okay, good. So, what are we doing today? Since we both did a live about the Trionfi Della Luna and we were talking about what were we talking about? About which cards we like or something like that? I don't remember.
Yeah, some of the weird cards.
The Fool is farting.
Mhm.
The
And the
High
one with
Priestess.
vagina.
Yeah, yeah, the High Priestess with the vagina. Great. But today the courts. Okay, and so
Mhm.
the idea is we both figured the courts all look like animals or they look inspired like animals. There's the music coming. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah.
Yay! The box loves it.
They are passing my house pretty much, my apartment. Is this still okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear it a bit in the background, but it's not at all distracting.
Okay,
It
good.
runs
It's
very, very well through the
hopefully
mic.
a mic that doesn't pick up on everything. Okay,
No.
good. So, that and basically what we are doing is you can guys, you guys watching can research with us live and you can type what you find in the comments. So, we will both, Manuela and I, say what this court card reminds us of, which animal, and then we will basically live Google what symbolism we can find with that animal. I am literally just going to Google symbolism and then the animal because I don't have any books with animal symbolism ready here. So it will be
Mhm.
just a Google. And you guys can do the same and say maybe if you see another animal or what this animal means to you. And this is just a way where we can really find that personal symbolism in these court cards and maybe warm up even more to the demon creatures that I see them as in this
Hmm.
deck. So, did I forget anything, Manuela? Did I say it right?
Yes, I think so. And we're yeah, thinking of all kinds of animals. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Great.
I'm thinking also even like extinct animals or
Mm-hmm.
fantasy animals. Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that, just
Cool.
anything. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's just it. So, Manuela, do you have one that you want to start with? Because honestly, with how I don't know how long this will take, we will probably not be able to do all the courts. So we can do one that you specifically love or specifically know which animal.
Maybe we could just start where we stopped last time, because
Oh,
I believe we mentioned the King of Wands, who looked like a
yes.
grasshopper.
Mm, exactly. I love this guy, and he really does look like a grasshopper or a cricket. I wrote down because a cricket makes that sound, right? It's like a
Yeah.
musician, but he looks more like a grasshopper with his long limbs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we agree on that one. That's good.
Yeah.
So, do you already have symbolism? Because we can just go ahead and dive into it and talk, and then I can Google at the same time.
Well, a grasshopper somehow, um, it almost feels like it likes to jump over some steps. So it might be, um, perhaps able to just leave situations behind without even bothering, because it can just jump over the thing that's bothering it, which is really good in like very dangerous situations. But maybe it could also be a little bit quick and dirty, because like everything in between is just bracketed.
Yeah, cool. And it's I like the big leaps.
Hmm.
That goes really well with the King of Wands. That idea of I'm just gonna go, and it has to be the furthest as possible, and all of that, and the flamboyant colors as well that they can have, right?
Yeah.
Because he's actually very eccentric and flamboyant. Because I think I may have said that last time. I totally agree with what you're saying. Before I saw animals in the court cards, I was just all of a sudden recognizing like movie roles. Like this is definitely Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, but
Yeah.
obviously the older '70s musical
Hmm.
movie.
Yeah.
What's the
I
actor
looked it
name
up
again? Huh?
after our last live. Yes, I listened.
Right. Yeah, because you were
Yeah.
like, "What movie is this?" You don't know it? It's great."
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Did you like it? This is like a childhood thing for me, but
Yeah, I watched like excerpts on YouTube, and I found it really charming, and also like that little bit old fashioned dancing things coming up with a stick and la 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 la, a bit like tap dancing. So it felt
yeah.
quite sympathetic.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So, the Gene Wilder. Thank you, Kelly Bear. You reminded me of his name. Yeah, I think the actor passed away earlier this year. So that's sad because he was so, a character, just like the
Mhm.
Willy Wonka, really. So,
Yeah.
and also like, of course, that it's a Roald Dahl story because I grew up with those books. It was Matilda, The Witches,
Hmm.
all of that, Willy Wonka, or actually Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So,
Yeah.
I googled grasshopper,
Mhm.
and this is already like I don't know if it's the right Google term, but I just put symbolism and then the animal name. The grasshopper's traits are symbols are abundance, achievement, astral travel, courage, fearlessness, fertility, forward moving and thinking, happiness, intuition, longevity, leaps of faith, patience. That might
Mhm.
be, I'm not sure. Uh, peacefulness and wealth and virtue.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we can get a few words out of that, which
Yeah.
definitely fits with the King of Wands as I
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think in particular the first ones were really fitting.
Yeah.
I don't see patience in a grasshopper. Um,
No.
so
That would be more like a cricket thing, I think. No?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I like that we agreed on this
Hmm.
one. And
And
you
Honey
remember that we were there last time.
yeah, Honey commented he has kind of booty going on there.
Yep. This is what honey notices. Booty.
I think it might be like long socks as well,
Yeah, like the
which of
old-fashioned
course sounds a
thing.
bit less attractive somehow, like just long socks, but
He's very dandy.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Just casually strolling on his palace path.
Yeah, he has the castle right behind him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, cool. Nice. Okay. So how about I okay, Madwitch is saying I see a goat. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I see that too. Now, I don't know if a grasshopper really has these claws or what's it called again? Like the
Yeah, antennae.
yeah, no, the like what a crab has and all of that, like the pinchers.
Pinchers.
But this guy has at least one pincher for a hand. But still, I do see why you would see goat in there. And a goat, obviously, me being Corsican, because I say French, but actually it's Corsica. We have the goats. They're like the biggest sports animal out there. They just they're so often we just walk on the we take a walk on the through the mountain roads, and there's a
Hmm.
goat like in the middle of a or on top of a remote, a place where nobody can reach, a rock
Hmm.
that is completely like super far away from everything, and the
Hmm.
goat just like very, very nice, very relaxed. It's like as if it's nothing. They just
Yeah.
climb everything. Okay,
Hmm.
Anne is saying yes, goat rather than grasshopper.
Hmm.
Okay, and long ears, and I guess you can imagine a hoof, and the little beard helps. Okay, cool. Or a rooster. So many different.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I like that. We might all we might all get something new out of this, you know?
Yeah. I mean, goats, they are super stubborn, aren't they? That
Yeah.
they just break free and escape, and they can graze like anywhere and eat those incredible things. Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. So let me think. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the King of Cups.
Yeah. The King of Cups.
Yes. Oh, look at that color difference. Yours is almost like more aquatic with the green.
Yeah,
Cool,
it is.
cool.
Hmm.
So, this one actually took me a little while to find because I did, prepare, see a little bit what animal I saw, and in comparison to the other Cubs courts, I see a dolphin
Yeah. I also
because he's
see some
just so
sort of
friendly.
fish.
Yeah, a fish, right?
I,
Like I think all the
yeah.
the 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 Cubs courts in this deck are something aquatic for sure, like
Hmm.
something fishy. But a dolphin is a mammal. But
Hmm.
I don't know. He's just so friendly and so happy and so wise. I always see the King of Cups as very wise, emotionally, you know,
Hmm.
yeah, like advanced, and
Yeah.
a dolphin.
Wow.
So yeah, do you agree, Manuela, or people in the chat?
To me, he's somehow creepy. He's not as friendly as a dolphin. I can rather see like some sort of slimy fish, like one of those that live very far down on the ground, under the sea, that maybe even have lost all their color because they are so out of reach of everything. And yeah, that I don't know. There's something, maybe if anything, maybe an octopus, like the octopus in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
There's some sort of falseness around the King of Cups, to me.
Mm. Mm. Interesting. So basically, we're saying, what does he have underneath his robes and in the water? Is it
Hmm.
a tail or tentacles? Because to be fair, there is some black there that could be ink, you know?
Yes, that's true.
Although, Manuela,
Yeah.
I tried to make new animals in every card, a new animal for every card, and for me, this is the octopus.
Oh, the octopus. Yes, of course, with the tentacles on her head.
But I like it. So let's look it up. Can you look up octopus and I'll look up
Yeah.
dolphin?
Yes, that's great.
Cool. And I like Kelly Bear. I don't know how to say that word. I think gits, but I think we understand what you're saying. To be fair, dolphins can be little gits, like a little bit maybe stubborn or something like that, annoying. For some reason, I see the King of Cups eating a carrot. Well,
Oh,
that's interesting, honey. And then Anne is seeing a lounge lizard.
a lounge lizard.
Lounge lizard. Okay,
That sounds like a creepy creature that is found on conferences. I
that
don't
is what?
really know what a lounge lizard would mean, like more symbolically, or if it's just like a lizard in general, if there is such a kind of term like, ah, you're such a lounge lizard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Does it
Like a
exist?
couch potato.
Yeah. Is there anything like that?
I don't know. I
I'm
mean,
looking into the
probably.
octopus now.
Lounge lizard.
Okay, octopuses have the ability to get inside fishermen's traps and eat the trapped fish and then get out again without any harm. The same is the case with people having octopi as their spirit animals. They are easily able to get opportunities and end up heroes. Octopuses are known to escape easily from traps and even aquariums. They can also grow new tentacles when they are bitten off. Thus, the octopus spirit animal symbolizes regeneration and renewal.
Wow, there's a lot in there. I knew it. Like octopus is like full of symbolism.
Hmm.
Okay, we have Simon here. Hello, Simon. Welcome. All
Hello.
right. Okay, and then Madwitch is saying the King of Cups head reminds me of a seashell. Yes. So I got dolphin, right, for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
This mammal is a link between humans and nature, a diplomatic balance. I see that.
Hmm.
Um,
Definitely.
the dolphin is associated with both water and air elements. What?
Ooh.
What?
Yeah. Hmm.
Living in both realms, symbolizing both the emotional and intellectual traits. From this standpoint of view, the dolphin is a symbol of rebirth, reincarnation, and renewal. Well, I
That,
gotta say, I love that.
yeah. And if we put both animals together, like the dolphin is like a really light side, and then the octopus could be the more tricky side of the King of Cups, who can
Yes,
be quite deceptive actually as well, or emotionally manipulative.
I love that. We should totally do that because, guys, I am writing down all of your suggestions. What animal you see, so we could do, the tough way of ill dignified side of the card, and then the
Hmm.
dignified side of the card. No, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's nice. So we have dolphin and octopus and cricket, or I mean grasshopper, and then goat. I wrote down because that was
Yes.
also a good one. Okay, well, this is great.
Yes.
Next one. Which one do you want to do?
Um. Let's stay some more with the cups. Let's take the page of cups.
What do you see in there? This was also a little bit tricky for me.
I see a toad.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So, what does a toad? represent for you?
Well,
Or, you know?
somehow the toad, it just felt like, yeah, like an animal with a belly, and somehow, yeah, being so water connected, but still not being in need to breathe underwater, but breathing over land. That's somehow how I connected that picture. But I could very quickly Google the toad spirit animal message. And the total meaning is of encouragement and giving you the power to believe in yourself and take a leap forward. It will make you open up and embrace empathy, thus have a deeper connection to those around you. People will enjoy your presence and will feel loved and understood by you. That's quite page of
Yeah.
Cupsy.
Yeah.
That ability of taking in other people and giving them that soft feeling. Being quite accepting without needing to, yeah, be at the center of attention.
That is so great. And also in this specific drawing, because he is drinking the water and the emotions. So he's like empathically taking in the other
Yeah,
people's energies, like exactly what you just read out loud there.
yeah.
Cool. Okay,
How
so
about you?
people are saying walrus, or people love the toad. I also love it. And hippopotamus. Yeah. Okay, so I was very inspired by his head, because
Mm-hmm.
his head basically is a fish, and of course his big belly. Now, first, because this guy is a little bit of a weird one, I wrote down clownfish just
Yeah,
because of the sound of it. It's like he's a little
yeah.
bit of silly clownfish. But
Mm-hmm.
then I thought, let's just take the imagery to the next level and puffer fish. You know
Yes,
those fish who go like
yes, yes. That can explain and
Yeah,
yeah, or and
but
yeah.
that was just the imagery, because I have no idea
Mm.
what symbolism would come from that. So, puffer fish.
Inflate, is that a word? I think it's inflate actually.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, inventing language. Yeah, and I think they are doing that when they are in danger, and which
Mm.
would also be fitting, like that this guy here is using that drinking as a defense mechanism, and some of us have been taught by our parents or our environment in general that we are in danger if we are not able to absorb like everybody else's wishes and needs, and that would be yeah, then a way of, yeah, ingesting all the other people's emotions as a mechanism of self-defense actually.
Oh my God, Manuela, I'm gonna just rewatch our own live once more and take notes, because all of this is really good. Okay, okay. So there are so many things about pufferfish, because like, yeah, pufferfish, the mind of a pufferfish is always full of ideas. Um it's about honesty, goodness, with proper outlet. It's about being good in art, science, music, medicine. Well, that's just maybe too much. I have another one right here, because it was about pufferfish sign. Maybe it's like a uh one
Oh.
of those other zodiacs, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, okay. So pufferfish is also known as a blowfish, or, oh my God, Manuela, you're gonna love this, or the toadfish.
No,
What?
it's impossible.
Did you guys know this in the chat? We are both not native English speakers, so did you know this?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so toadfish inhabits warmer waters around the globe. It is identified by its uncanny ability to adapt and defend itself against larger predators. Yes, so you
Hmm.
were right about that. Okay, the pufferfish have a unique ability to inflate its body by sipping water or air, causing it to become rounder. Let's look at this one once
That's
more.
what he's doing. Exactly.
Ah, another
Oh,
defense that a pufferfish use in its tiny sharp thorns that
hmm.
exude outside when the pufferfish is inflated. Well, that doesn't say a lot about the symbolism, but I think you kind of nailed it with what you said before. And it
Hmm.
is poisonous, like someone else um,
Ah,
suggested.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, courage to defend yourself. Hmm. It's all about protecting from danger, etc., etc. You can all
Hmm.
go down this rabbit hole alone
Yeah.
or by yourself.
And hi,
Wow.
Chris, and hi, Amy.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
newcomers. So nice to see you.
Yes, welcome here. Yes, pufferfish. Cool. Okay, that's nice. So it's my turn now, right?
Yeah.
Let's switch suits.
Hmm.
Wait, I gotta check this out. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so I knew this one.
Oh yes.
Knight of Coins.
I need to Google my association because I don't know the English term yet.
Well, I'm intrigued.
Now I know.
So, what I saw in here in the Knight of Coins is very simple, a turtle.
A turtle!
Yeah.
Oh, they would never have struck me.
He looks like one. He has this
Yeah,
armor, very
yeah,
round
but it's so fitting.
and
Like
so damn
green.
slow.
Yeah, and
But yeah, yeah, tell me.
yeah, and I mean a turtle. Um, it's still so wise, like the King of Coins might be. Like actually not rushing it, but taking step after step.
Yeah, exactly. And then I started, thinking about it a little bit more. And then I wrote down a turtle is, of course, slow and steady wins the race
Yeah.
because the Knight of Coins is all about this, well, slow and steady
Hmm.
energy and journey, but they do get the thing done. It's just that it takes a little while.
Yeah.
And the flame is still burning, but it's one that is more about what's it called, like the long term thing, the longevity thing.
Yeah.
And
And
Kelly
it
Bear
helps
loves,
me.
yeah, sorry.
Ah, I
Go
really
ahead.
love it because usually the Knight of Coins is not one of the my favorite court cards. But we're getting to terms with each other now. It's getting better. But like the turtle is one of those animals I've loved my whole life, so it will make it much easier
I
thinking of the
see.
turtle. Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I
Yeah.
really like the Knight of Coins. But even though this is my favorite deck, this guy I had a problem with in the beginning. I was like, what is this? You
Yeah.
know, it was just a little bit strange, but thinking about him with moon nipples, right? As Tammy Pie
Yeah.
and Kelly Bear are saying. It's almost like the Batman era with
Hmm.
nipples. It was like, why did you guys do this? But uh yeah, thinking of him as a turtle makes him a little yeah, I understand him a little bit more, and he's a little bit more friendly and, like you said, wise. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. Even though he is resting on a sleeping dragon, of course.
Yeah. Maybe he can do that because he can retreat into his shell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm curious, what did you think about?
I saw a dung beetle
Oh yeah, I'm writing it down.
because it has the yeah, dark shiny kind of exterior,
Hmm.
and it's sitting yeah on something, and it somehow feels like that guy here is rolling shit somehow, possibly other people's shit. So Yes, I don't know really where I got that from, but yeah, it felt like that.
It fits so perfectly. It's almost like the exact same energy, except that the well, for a dung beetle, the shit is the treasure. So it
Yes,
equals the same.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
They're really strong. Wow, great. Well, do you want to look up the symbolism or
Oh yeah, let's look into both of them. Hmm?
yeah, I'll do the turtle, you can do the dung beetle, which I also really love. I love a dung beetle. Like we can quote Anna. I love dung beetle.
I mean, it's a scarab in a way.
Hmm.
So
I do see this guy as a land turtle, so that would be a tortoise. No? Let's
yes,
see.
yes, it's a tortoise. Um,
Maybe not. Do you guys know? Are you sure tortoise is the land animal? I don't know how we say it. Well, I'll just do land turtle.
and turtle is turtle. I think both of them will be fine.
Okay, well, this is very obvious. I'll just go through it quickly. The turtle symbolism and meaning includes longevity, perseverance, steadfastness, protection, retreat, healing, tranquility, the earth, and transformation. In addition, the turtle spirit animal is an important figure to many people around the world who feel a kinship with turtles. Right? I didn't need to read that last
Yeah.
sentence, but what's with your the dung beetle?
Well, the spiritual meaning of the dung beetles. Um, in the animal kingdom, some creatures impose themselves on the human psyche with magnificence, majesty, and magnitude. Oh, I think I need to scroll. Let's see. Well, first of all, let's establish the spiritual significance of the dung beetle. In ancient Egypt, the dung beetle was believed to be a divine manifestation. Specifically, they believed dung beetles were incarnations of their sun god, Kepir, because the sun rises, and yeah, it's very abstract.
No, I like it. It's
Symbolism.
yeah, I'm thinking about the Thoth Moon card with
Ah,
where we say the
yeah.
scarab, but actually it's just a dung beetle
Hmm.
then who is like carrying the sun symbol, right?
Yeah. Yes, and the sun symbolism is coming back later as well. So it's something about manifestation, which is yeah also that's I guess a slow paced manifestation, just as the turtle would do.
And it makes sense that it's earth and fire then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Hmm.
love this.
Yay.
This is great. Okay, well, you're up next.
Let's see.
Thank you, Mad Witch. Tortoise is land and turtle is water. Um, Sounds like business.
Mm, let's take the page of swords.
um, oh yeah, okay. So I had a difficulty with this guy as well, but let's hear it.
Yeah. You earlier mentioned that we that it was okay to go with like animals in the very broad sense. So here I'm seeing the tiger Shere Khan, who's arguing with Ka.
Oh yeah. Wait, did I write this down correctly? Okay. Wow. Well, that's cool. Uh, I have a tiger somewhere else.
Okay.
Saber-toothed tiger, like the prehistoric
Ooh.
tiger,
Yeah.
which to me is this one, but I'm not sure about it.
Oh yes.
But I love what you said because of the snake, of course.
Hmm.
That's good. It's like a myth.
Yeah, and that Shere Khan, he never really hurts Ka at all. He's just like talking to Ka in a very inquisitive manner. Oh, what are you doing, singing to yourself up there? And yeah, oh, I just have some problems with my sinuses, so I'm singing myself to sleep. We're having that kind of dialogue, two smart minds trying to trick each other.
Yeah, that can be very uh Page of Swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How,
this is hilarious. Nicole got wrote down what I saw. I saw the rhinoceros beetle,
wow.
like the beetle with, as you can see here, with the big
Yeah.
rhino horn.
Yes. Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Another bug.
Yeah, I know. But it's a very buggy deck, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like they're
Yeah.
all a little bit like so
Yes.
demons. I see them
Yeah.
as friendly demons, but
Yes.
rhino beetle, and don't rhino beetles also battle snakes or something? I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'm
we saw the same
Googling.
thing, Nico. So I love it. So wait, what did you say again? Oh yeah, the tiger. Yeah, tiger, and then specifically the Shere Khan. I'm writing it down.
I Googled that question, rhino beetle snake.
Ah,
And snakes helped big rhino beetle invade Guam in the USA. Rhino beetle helped by brown tree snake. So it seems like the snakes are helping the rhino beetles.
oh, why is he so mean to the snake then?
Yeah.
Is he misunderstanding? Okay, I'm gonna Google rhino beetle,
Mm-hmm.
rhinoceros beetle. Yeah, we just get the beetle symbolism, but that's different to me. Wow, they can be huge, like as big as your hand.
Ooh.
I think they do fight each other, with the horns and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's necessary for them to be that big if a snake is supposed to help them, I guess. Otherwise, the snake probably wouldn't even. Mm. Well, of course, everything that's written about the tiger symbolism is very majestic and very king-like, so it doesn't really line up very well with the page. But there are keywords such as strength, cunning, confidence, majesty, independence, protection, immortality. So it's not really the perfect fit for or match for the page of
Mm.
swords with a
One
tiger.
day it's just totally going to click. One day we're gonna look at this guy and say, "This is the I don't, I maybe we didn't exactly get it,
Mm.
you know." But people seem to like what we have to say. Stag beetle. The armor looks like the bug in exoskeleton, like the one in A Bug's Life. I totally forgot that movie. But
I don't
yeah,
think I remember it either. Huh.
cool.
Rhino beetle makes sense for air. That's cool.
They fly, right? They're like that big and they fly.
I need to look it up. I didn't know about a rhino beetle. I will look it up. Rhino beetle flying.
You're gonna be scared.
Ooh! Oh yes, they are like gigantic. Bigger than cockroaches. Oh my god. Wow, they are so paradoxical.
Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh, they are so big. Okay. Okay.
Where
He
do
could
they
be a
live?
well, if they're that big, it's probably like a African part of the world. He
Oh,
could be a mongoose. They battle snakes. Let's see what a mongoose is, because I forgot that. Isn't that like with the teeth and all that? Carnivorous mammal? Yeah, like ferrets, but even more wild.
oh my God. I don't want to meet a rhino beetle. I have that habit of yeah, catching insects and releasing them outdoors, but I wouldn't know what to do with a rhino beetle.
Like call 911.
Yes, but they seem to be on every continent except Antarctica.
Oh,
No,
they don't like the cold.
no,
Cool.
no. Yeah.
Okay. We let me see. I want to pick a good um animal. So, and also maybe ones that aren't so, well, I mean, I can say animals that aren't so obvious, but nothing about what we're doing now is obvious. So, I'm going to pick is it my turn?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
okay. Good. The king of coins.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he's creepy. Really creepy.
Really? To me, he's like so, I don't know, like the happy, he has his doll, which either he's going to
Yeah.
give to his kid or is his magical
Hmm.
puppet,
Yeah.
which is all about just taking care of yourself kind of thing, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. I made the whole story about this deck. Like I have a whole world where these people live, where these creatures live. But I see, might be a little bit simple, but I just see bear energy,
Ooh.
a big brown bear.
That makes sense. That really, really makes sense.
Oh, I love what you said, Tamipai. Elephant. I cannot believe I didn't put an elephant in this deck. Elephant is like one of my favorite animals.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look that up as well. But what do you see, Manuela?
Yeah, elephant was the one that popped into my mind. Um, but yeah, Saskia suggesting gorilla, and yes, a gorilla, very much.
Obviously, like the King
Hmm.
Kong, where
Yeah,
he has the little screaming lady.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and an elephant would be able to pick up something with his, what's it called? Oh,
Trunk,
yeah,
snout, trunk,
the big nose.
with the big nose. Yeah, exactly. All great suggestions. And
Yeah,
his little doll is Fay Ray. Yeah.
yeah, and then those twinkly, twinkly teeth. I guess that's what's worrying me.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that can be like the first misunderstanding. I think maybe not elephants, although they are really, really big. We don't
Yeah,
realize how big they are, especially the African ones, I think. Um, they can be like 5 meters high, something like that. And then the bear and the gorilla have,
hmm.
yeah, they all have something super intimidating because they're so big, but then
Yeah,
misunderstood probably as well because they're just, yeah.
hmm.
Great, we have so much to look up.
Yeah.
So what are
I'm
you googling?
I'm googling the elephant.
Okay, then I'll go for the bear and then we'll do gorilla, because bear I feel is very
Yes.
a lot of people work with bear energy or something. And
Yeah.
okay, the native bear symbol represents strength, family, vitality, courage, and health. The bear is also self contained and strong willed in nature. A bear is of great support and comfort to those who crave human company simply for personal reassurance rather than for the simple pleasure of being with friends. I didn't really get the last one, but the beginning was the beginning made
Yeah,
sense.
very makes a lot of sense.
Grounding
Um,
forces. Yeah. Okay.
the elephant, then considered a symbol of good luck, wisdom, fertility, and protection. Root chakra, charging through blockages and offering energies of protection, love, loyalty, and quiet courage. Yeah, that fits very well with the
I
king.
love that. I am going to add, I mean, I already wrote it down, but I'm going to check it out because how silly of me. I didn't even include my favorite animals in here.
Yeah.
There's no snail, there's no crow or raven, there's no
I see a
elephant.
snail. Sorry,
You
I'm
do?
interrupting.
Oh, I can't
Yes,
read. You're going to have to tell me which one it is.
I will tell when we are done with the king of coins. Okay?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Gorilla.
Yeah. And Garden Goddess Tarot was trying to think of something that pulls in the air energy of the kings too.
Mm.
That really makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a big animal that is um, up in the air.
Well,
Or
you know, I don't see a bird necessarily.
huh,
Oops.
maybe that whole gorilla orang-utan thingy would be an animal that is able to jump quite elegantly.
Yeah. And in the trees and all of that. Gorilla symbolism and meaning includes strength, intelligence, communication, dignity, tranquility, gentleness, and family. It's also a family
Oh,
thing. So
yes,
that's good.
that's the king of coins. That's such a cool way, really, to connect with the court cards, isn't it, Anna?
Yeah, we're doing a pretty
Such
good
a great
job.
idea you had. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I
super
think
creative.
I think you gave me that idea though. I think because you said the king of wands looks like a grasshopper, and then I think like months later I was like, "Wait a minute. Every court card is an animal."
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Oh, I cannot remember who prompted the grasshopper, but anyways, that's
Hey, we have proof. We can check it out.
yes. We will go back to the recording to figure
Like,
it out
it
exactly.
was you. It was me. It wasn't, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, okay. Mm. Well, there's, guys, this is all like presenting 40 or more rabbit holes because like just Googling is obviously not enough to know, the full spectrum of what animal symbolism is, and then also it's always supposed to be personal alongside with the common, agreement, I guess, of what things mean. But yeah, it's just like suggestions, and I think we do get it. We get a lot of emojis from Kelly Bear. We got a gorilla, a elephant, and a bear.
Yeah.
Ooh, and elephant works for me because the saying goes that they never forget good brains. Well, that
Hmm.
is air.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And it's also like the very slow moving element of earth with the king. Not the king, I think, with the coins, who's like so stable.
Yeah.
To me, like the king of coins is the slowest court card. Not
Oh.
necessarily because he's the king is air. The air would be a bit quicker, but for some reason the king always feels like immovable.
Yeah, he's like a very grounded. He's like the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. Okay, so do you want to let me know which one is the snail? Although maybe I can guess.
So guess if you have a guess.
This is purely on image.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Okay, is it either the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Wands?
I was thinking of the Queen of Wands, actually.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I totally see that.
She has that slimy brim down there.
Mm.
That kind of
Wow, that sounded filthy. That sounded so dirty.
like a good Queen of Wands.
Yeah,
And
like she's, into it. So
yeah,
that's
and
great.
usually a Queen of Wands would be very um, outspoken and quick. But this Queen of Wands really doesn't bother.
Hmm.
Everybody's asking, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. And she's taking her space and her time, telling people, I will tell you soon enough. I have the full pride to do that.
That's great. Writing it down. Where are you? Snail. Yeah, that's
And
really cool.
and you already hinted on what animal you were seeing in the Queen of Wands.
Yes, well, octopus is really mostly because of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then I figured, why not make it something from the sea, because it's of course the queen who is water. And I'm sorry, Tammy Pie, she's saying ew. What is she about to do with that stick? Yeah, this could be like a giant vibrator, like the original Ace of Wands. Okay.
Hmm.
So, yeah, and I mean, I guess I see this Queen of Wands as a bit of a multitasker, but she is doing really her own thing anyway, her own way. She doesn't, like you said, pay attention or mind what other people might think or might want from her.
Hmm.
Um, so that create I don't know why octopi are creative to me, but it's something about just having that reach and doing all of these things. I don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah, they can do pottery with many arms. So that's quite impressive, I think. And they
Yeah,
can do a lot of things with all their many arms.
yeah. And also, of course, there are, again, but like everything in the sea and the ocean, they are
Hmm.
very beautiful. They can have
Yeah.
beautiful colors. And this can be like the flamboyant side of the Queen of Wands.
And Candy is speaking about octopi often. Candy from Candy Soul and Soil. And
Really?
yes, and she's so creative. So
Ah, well, there you
hmm,
go.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, Caddy Bear. Her skirt looks like a skirt of a jellyfish.
that's true.
I do have a jellyfish, though, so we might get
Ooh,
there.
yeah.
She has her back to all the voices behind her. Yeah, exactly. Now, I specifically love this card around Halloween because to me, then the nosy people, as Patrick Valenza explained it in the little book, which you can just find on his site.
Mm-hmm.
It's just PDF. They turn to me. They turn into ghosts around that time of year for me. It's like
Ah,
the
yeah.
ancestors, or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Google time.
Yes, Google time.
Hmm. I think we already Googled octopus, but there's so many ways of, you know,
Yeah.
there's willpower and focus for octopus. Very wise and smart. They are very wise and smart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, adapt. The animal spirit touches our deep emotions in unanticipated ways, shows our potential. Okay, and then also it's about mystery, flexibility, fluidity, unpredictability. It's a little bit
Yeah.
standard, but
Yeah.
sure. What do you have?
Now I googled a slug, which would be a snail without a house, like those that are extra slimy, and um, a symbol for a person who just starts the stages of their inner evolution. Attention, um, original androgynous being, the fullness of all there is, all there could be, everything that we have to recreate within. Yeah, I'm not sure if
Wow.
that sounds like the Queen of Wands necessarily.
Well, I mean the last part, the creation,
Mm-hmm.
but within, I mean, I to me definitely she's more about the showing and outwards and
Yeah.
yeah. But what do you
Hmm.
think?
Well, I think like the Googled meaning doesn't really apply to the Queen of Wands, but um, yeah, the fantasy symbolism, like her being in that protective shell, and no matter how slow she's moving, the people will never, yeah, catch her because she's so protected and so self-conscious,
Mm,
and she doesn't need to demonstrate her power in a formal way like the king probably would, but she can just do that in her way of being.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I
because
think
it's
that
more fluid.
exactly, yeah, as a queen,
Yeah,
I
I
would
like
I
that.
huh. So but yeah, what I googled, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a queen of wands, that
Yeah,
androgynous I don't know.
yeah, we'll see.
Water and fire. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there's like I don't know. I think we well, we'll see. We'll see.
Actually, I think the octopus fits so much better, also because of that manipulative capacity
Hmm.
to kind of play tricks on other people, and that's sometimes said about the Queen of Wands as well, that they can be manipulative and yeah, pretending to be something that they might not be in the end.
Yeah. And with all those tentacles, like they grab more than they give, maybe sometimes.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
So I see the octopus symbolism much more than the snail, even though
Yeah. Even though I like this snail.
yeah, looks like a snail.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Okay, so Honey had to go. Bye, Honey.
Hi, honey.
And Kelly said that the nosy people are white in the original version, so they look like ghosts.
Ah,
Obviously, here
that makes so
everything,
much sense. Yeah.
yeah, is turned around in colors.
Hmm.
Okay, well, um, which one? Which one?
Hmm.
Okay, Queen of Swords. How about that?
Yeah.
Was it my turn? I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
Ah, we just go with the flow.
Was it your turn actually?
I cannot remember it, and
Okay.
it doesn't matter at all. We are just here for entertainment, so
I
not for complete justice. It's
have to switch ears because it's
um.
hurting my
Oh
tiny
no.
little ears.
Hmm.
So, what do you have with the Queen of Swords? So many different things she can be.
Hmm.
And what do you guys see? Do you have one?
Yeah, I see her as a hawk.
Yeah, I have a vulture, which is almost the same
Ah,
thing. I don't know, it's probably
yes.
not, but you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, it's a predatory bird.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, and
great.
I see the hawk because of the stare. It could also be a falcon, probably, or like a red kite, or any of the related raptors. But that intense stare from up there, um, and that bloodthirst in her eyes. Um, yeah, it reminds me of one of the raptors, or bird of prey. Uh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
I
picked
think
the
we
word from Cali Bear's comment.
yeah, exactly. We definitely agree on the well, well then maybe it's not technically a bird of prey, but the reason I think I thought of hawk or something similar, you know?
Hmm.
But then I wrote down, actually, I wrote down turkey first because it's like
Ah,
an ugly bird and
yeah.
she's very, disheveled.
Yeah.
But then I settled on vulture because I
Mhm.
think vultures are even more misunderstood.
Yeah.
And I think I always see Queen of Swords. I think we all love her on Tarot Tube,
Mhm.
but still, she's so misunderstood all the
Mhm.
time. And like, you know, always like, oh, she's like the black lady, or
Hmm.
yeah, so vulture. But um, it's like she does have a very strong purpose. Like without
Hmm.
this Queen of Swords, um, the rot would take over or something. She does take care of something that might be a little bit morbid or something uncomfortable for many people, but she actually is the one who takes that job upon her because she's good at it and she can do it and she knows it, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So there is that purpose and people don't give her enough credit for everything that she does, I
Yeah.
feel. And yeah.
Yeah. And that makes sense with a vulture who wouldn't kill a other, who wouldn't kill the prey. Let's just look up what a carrion bird is.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, I think of carillon, which is like the French clock tower, but
I always thought that vulture wouldn't really hunt, but that they would prey on, yeah, either um, impeded animals or on already dead animals, which kind of would make sense for the Queen of Swords. I'm not sure if I'm really right about how vultures, um, how they are doing, but kind of taking care of everything and kind of cleaning up and being pragmatic about it, not having to hunt just because of pride, but being strategic and going for the prey that is easily accessible.
mm,
While a hawk then also might be that, yeah, more king energy, kind of getting the prey themselves.
yeah, yeah, maybe, or it's like the even more active side of the Queen of
Yeah,
Swords,
yeah.
because I do like the hawk symbolism.
Hmm.
So, what do you have in front of you now with Google? Did you Google vultures or carrion birds?
I googled carrion bird, and ravens, vultures, condors, two-headed vultures, miscellaneous carrion birds. I'm not sure if I really got carrion. Important food source. Ah, is carrion is the decaying flesh of dead animals. Yeah, so they are taking care of already dead prey.
Yeah,
Nobody else killed it, and they take the leftovers. Or if the animal died naturally, maybe. I don't know. It's
yeah,
not.
yeah. Like
I really don't know.
they come in after
Yeah.
the prey has been eaten, and then they eat the rest, but it is about purifying, equalizing, cleanliness, even.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I also like here, because I did Google it, the vulture symbolizes the link between death and life and rebirth, basically. So death and rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
And in many cultures, the vulture therefore symbolizes a guardian or messenger between life and death, the physical world and the spirit world.
Yeah.
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 Maybe we can even see that in the background. I don't know. It just stood out to me. Like, even though these flowers are dying, like after she
Mm.
passes them, it's like
Mm.
they are set afire.
Yeah.
So the death is just incinerated, and then of course the ashes make the soil fertile again for
Mm.
new life. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
going way too far now, but this is just what I do with this deck, especially. So.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it's fascinating to keep finding new angles to cards that you know so well. I'm not using the deck at all as much as you do, so to me, like everything is almost new. But yeah,
Well, that's
different.
good. That's then different angles, It's
Yeah.
great.
Mm.
And it's nice that I'm doing this with you. So,
Mm.
okay, so Saskia is saying aasvogels in Dutch. That sounds weird in English, right? Aasvogels. uh, gieren, gieren, een gier. There you go. But yeah, aasvogels. Those are carrion birds, I guess.
Mm.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, as it's the same in German.
Ah, so
Like
what
that
what what does
animal.
this what does this mean?
In German, as means that yeah, it's a dead animal that's has started to rot or something like that.
Oh, okay, okay,
And
okay.
yeah, that is just
Because
lying around like the slate zebra in Africa that we kind of see on National Geographic's TV.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Saskia, the carrion birds, is that? Yeah, yeah. I just knew ass from like the bait of when you
Hmm.
go fishing, you have a little bait. That's how I
Okay.
knew what that meant. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's your turn for sure this time.
Okay, let's see
Mm,
what we've got left. This one here, another cups card.
cool.
Would you like me to tell you what I see?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I see a seahorse.
Yes, definitely. How did I not see that?
What did you see?
You're gonna laugh at me. I saw okay, the cups, I I I saw them all like together, because
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really find what they were individually, but I
Mm-hmm.
wrote down goldfish.
A goldfish. Oh
Just
yes, but I see that too.
well, okay, well, I'm glad it's not a complete weird thing, but it's just mostly because I see the Knight of Cups as an energy that also is misunderstood, but in a different way. Like, he always exceeds expectations. Like
Yeah.
goldfish, we see them as these stupid little fish that go in circles, and we think they don't remember more than 20 seconds. That's
Hmm.
not true. And in the
Mm-hmm.
sea, or wherever they they live, wherever they
Mm-hmm.
swim, they can be really, really big.
Hmm.
So it's just because they're in a confined space that they stay small.
Oh. Oh
But
no. Yeah.
I love the seahorse. So tell me about it. What did you see in there?
Well, mostly because of the image, frankly, because he is in the water like a fish, but he's upright like a seahorse. But yeah, I think seahorses are so cute, like really, really super cute, like a heart opener. And the Knight of Cups might be that as well.
The heart opener, yeah. And the seahorse is where the male carries the little fish kitties, right? So that
Yeah,
would be that also fits, I
yeah.
think.
I will Google it. I think I have a vague memory.
Fish kitties. My English is getting better by the minute.
Male seahorse giving birth. Watch a male seahorse give birth to hundreds of babies. Can a male seahorse give birth? Seahorses and their close relatives, sea dragons, are the only species in which the male gets pregnant and gives birth. After completing an elaborate courtship dance that may go on for hours or days, the female seahorse transfers her mature eggs into the male's brood pouch, where they are fertilized. Yes, very, very correct. Seahorse
Cool.
males
In
giving
the
birth.
beginning there, it almost sounded like an infomercial. Get your own seahorse and watch him give birth in your tank or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, get your seahorses here. Best
Mm,
price.
yeah.
I love it. Oh, okay, Kelly
Mm,
Bear has to bow out because of internet
bye.
thingies.
Oh.
Thank you for being here. Bye.
Mm,
Okay, so goldfish. Because it was just a feeling. I don't even know what goldfish would represent, but
mm,
in animism, goldfish are seen as useful totems and spirit guides. It's about positive change or seeking wealth. They're a good omen, good luck, sudden surge of strength. Um, in Ch- uh, the goldfish serves as a symbol of wealth, fortune, good luck. It's all about
mm.
like that good luck charm kind of thing.
Ah,
But what did you think about when I said goldfish? Because you were like, oh yeah, 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 and I don't really know why.
because the card looks like a goldfish, like the
Ah,
fish
okay.
here, especially those scales, and that elegant tail. Um, and I guess my connection with goldfish, it's well, they are actually quite confined most of the time, but they are very pretty, so they are very charming. It's easy to fall in love with them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh that would make sense in the sense that Knight of Cups is especially in the Rider-Waite-Smith like the knight on the the prince on the white horse,
Hmm.
right? And I always kind of accept, of course, that side of the Knight of Cups, but he's much more than
Yeah.
just Prince Charming.
Mm.
So I like that you're saying they're actually not, they're beautiful, but you also kind of just love them.
Yeah, and maybe it's not the best situation for the goldfish to be in a tiny aquarium to help people out with them. Yeah, with them day-to-day life, but actually looking at fish in an aquarium can be super super helpful, super calming, and yeah, just yeah, uh, like how to say, like an aesthetic pleasure in itself.
Yeah,
Hmm.
nice. Okay. Did you do the seahorse symbolism? Google?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call in seahorse as your power animal when you need safe guidance through rough emotional waters.
Hmm.
I think that fits quite well.
Yeah.
Hmm. That it's like that good friend or helper spirit who would be available when we need some emotional backup.
Yeah. Great. I love all of these.
And pretty and charming, but you have to clean up after them. Honey pie. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, do you recognize that in the Knight of Cups as well? Like you have to clean after him? Maybe.
Yeah, they might be doing things a bit hastily and yeah, in the whim of the moment. which might lead them to kind of leaving situations quite quickly as well without wrapping it up.
Mm-hmm. Have to pop out in a minute just to say, oh, I like that. Okay. Queen of Coins, maybe a sloth.
Oh, a sloth. Yes.
That's a great one. I'm writing it down, Anne. Sloth.
Completely.
What did you have there? Did you have something for her?
Well, like a rhinoceros.
Mm.
With that, yeah, a rhinoceros that's lying around in the zoo and kind of just chewing on anything that's available.
Yeah. I have a rhino somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's not because he's so big, but
Mm-hmm.
just because of the shape of the helmet, and I guess also the very strong energy.
Oh, wow. To me,
But
that looks like,
can be like a dragon or something, as
yeah,
well.
but that kind of gaining momentum and trying to destroy the enemy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That makes
yeah.
total sense.
Hmm?
That makes so much sense with the rhino. Here's like the resting rhino at the zoo, and that's the wild rhino.
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
zoo. For the Queen of Coins, this was just really uncreative, but all I could see was a fat house cat. And
Oh yes.
by that I just mean uh, a very comfortable, lazy, does nothing, but also takes everything for granted cat.
Yeah. Yes. Jumps on your laptop when you don't want it and doesn't accept a no.
Yeah, well, how do you feel about the depiction of the Queen of Coins in this deck? Because I know it's supposed to be satire, but it took me a while to warm up to her because, like, I have to kind of imagine that she's giving this piece of meat to the kitties, even though I don't think that this is the way it was
Mm.
intended. I think she's eating it and keeping everything for herself. But that doesn't, I want to
Mm.
make one system. So the Queen of Coins definitely needs to be all about the home and hearth kind of thing. So
Yeah.
how do you deal with this one?
I really like her. It
Mm.
feels always soothing when people, yeah, acknowledge their desires or their weaknesses maybe as well, and to some degree keep enjoying them. And that's somehow how she comes across to me. Okay, yeah, well, I shouldn't be eating that chicken club in the middle of the night, but yeah, it's very tasty, and I'm doing it because I can.
I like that. Yeah. And somehow also she looks like a character from a movie I saw a lot as a child. Like she's the cook of a household.
Mm,
So she's actually maybe in the kitchen preparing all this food. She's not just taking, she's actually making.
yes, yes,
And the coin can be a big pie.
yeah. So I feel like she's enjoying herself so much,
Yeah.
and she's not taking blame from anybody. She's just like, okay, well, that's my way of doing it.
Hmm.
I think I'm much more troubled by kind of the King of Cups or the
Yeah, interesting. I have the opposite. That's fun.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I like what you said about her. And then Tammy Pie is like completing this message. She has to taste the meal to know it's good.
Yes.
Obviously, because that's what good cooks do. And Nicole is saying that the Knight of Cups also looks like a prawn.
I like a prawn. Yeah, the Knight of Cups.
Yeah, that's true.
And actually now the King of Cups reminds me like of a shrimp. And
Oh.
I really don't like shrimps. I don't like peeling shrimps. I like eating them, but I don't like touching their shell.
Hmm.
Maybe that's why I'm not really liking the King of Cups because ooh,
Yeah, the King of Cups can be so many things because now with all of this, I'm also seeing an eel, which is also an animal that a lot of
yes,
people don't like.
yeah,
How do you feel about eel?
eel, very much like an eel, very much. The fishy, slimy, long and hard to grip.
Yeah, like
Animal.
water snakes, and people are
Mm.
like traumatized by these. But do you eat eel in Sweden?
Yeah, we have eel. They're at, ah, you should not eat them because they're
Yeah, endangered, yeah.
yeah endangered. But yes, you can buy eel, and people are buying eel and eating eel. So in certain for a certain season,
Yeah.
I think it's somewhere in autumn. It's like the eel eating, like the goose around Saint Martin. It's also like eel season at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
here it's like we couldn't get them for a while, but now that they're back, they cost like 3 times more, but it's actually a good thing because then you're giving
Mm.
at least back to, I guess they're called eel farms or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. And then I like what Saskia says as well about the Queen of Coins. Maybe she is
Mhm.
actually pre-chewing, like that
Mm.
feeding,
Yeah.
for her kittens. Yeah, but they look awfully um skinny,
Mm.
underfed kittens. But then maybe she just adopted them. I mean, you can make the story. It's not we should never assume, I think, that she is not feeding her kitties. Maybe she just
Mm.
adopted them from the street and saved them or something like that.
Mm. Or if we suspect her being less nice, then maybe she wants to hit them with her big coin. That is kind of just taking the leap.
Yeah. Yeah. At least we know she's not going to eat them, because
Mm.
otherwise they would be nice and fat.
Yeah. I actually think she's a nice lady.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
glad to
And
hear.
Saskia is suggesting, yeah, let's not assume the worst. Mm.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Do you feel like we keep going, or are you kind of done? Because we've been doing this already for 1.5 hours.
Yeah. I mean, we could keep going forever, but maybe it would be fun just to do a reading, like an animal-based reading.
Oh,
What do you
that's
think?
I love that. We can do that, and then like wrap it up in this way.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get to all the chord cards.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can do that. I don't know.
We
Because
can
we're
either do.
I like the reading thing, and if we get a chord card that we haven't discussed yet, then we can kind of like try to shortly explain.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so we are shuffling all the chord cards, right?
Yeah. Um, we can. Should we ask like a question about the weirdness of what what's in the air right here, right now,
Yeah.
or the
Okay.
weird vibes that are kind of floating around? You sense it. I sense it. People around us sense a lot of paradoxical weirdness. So what is it all about?
I'm gonna try to rifle shuffle.
Wow, that's brave.
Kind of worked.
Oh.
Yeah, we were talking before we went live how we are all in this crazy energy and state of mind, and yeah, like everyone is, everyone's kind of losing their minds in one way or another. Oops.
Hmm.
Yes, Tammy Pie, you're right. The jellyfish was the Queen of Cups for me. Okay, so we are asking about what's going on or how to deal with it.
Maybe how to deal with it is the most constructive one.
All right. Okay, well, I'll let you go first because you're my guest.
Okay, then I will draw a card. Oh, how to deal with all the paradoxical madness that's going on. And I got this Queen of Swords, which is that hawk card, or maybe the vulture as well. And the Queen of Swords suggests that we take our wings and fly up high, high up over the mountain tops and see everything from above. And before we act, we are really encouraged to look very, very closely and into all the details. And when we finally find out what we are going for, then we just hit our prey and bring it back home. So no hasty decisions, no hasty back and forth things, but like a detailed analysis from above, taking in the whole picture, and then just taking a decision and going for it 100%, like a hawk.
Great. Great. I love that. That's very constructive and it sounds healthy, actually.
What did you
Um,
get?
I actually got the Page of Wands, which, with the animal that I see in here, is a little bit more of a almost, well, not nasty energy, but tricky energy. Do you see an animal in here?
I see Timon from
Oh
like
yeah. What is that? Like a wild boar?
no, that's Pumbaa. It's
Oh,
the little one. I don't know what they are called in English, but it's like some sort of. I can Google it while you're speaking. What it's called.
yeah, yeah, good, because that would make it very friendly. I just could not help to see the pinchers once more, and then also the tail here, the tail that just kind of like comes up here. And then also it's even got little horns. So again, this would be an animal that is often made out to be, worse than he is. And I thought of a scorpion.
Ah,
So I
yeah.
think with how to deal with all this madness is really more of a defense way, like a defense, having a good and healthy, I think, defense mechanism is actually the way to still kind of get your way or reach your personal goals, like I like the thing with the scorpion that its tail can reach further than the head, so it's kind of like, yeah, yeah, sure, you can tell me this, but without you noticing or seeing, you still kind of like get to have the last word, or
Mm.
at least in an energy kind of level. So it's
Mm.
more about leveling the grounds almost here. And um, I mean, maybe that's a little bit tricky or even poisonous, like the scorpion often has, and
Mm.
unpleasant. But this is about the advice, right? And what is good for you, I guess. And it doesn't have to be something bad for someone else. Can just be like, this is um your creation that you want to put out into the world, and so bam, there you go, you have it. So I think
Yeah.
that is quite strong, and maybe even just shows courage.
Mm.
Yeah, there's more in there, I feel, but that's a start about the scorpion.
Mm. So it feels like we got to different levels, like the big picture level, with the Queen of Swords, and then the Page of Wands as the more nitty-gritty level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How how to, and all those two levels, of course, are always playing into any sort of dealing with question. That
Mm,
perspective matters, and how we're acting here and now matters.
yeah. And didn't we get all the elements? No. Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
we
The
did.
page is earth of fire, and the queen is water of air.
Yeah,
So
that's
even
so
though
cool.
it's a little bit of a weird readings this way, and you know, it's just tricky, I guess. It is still balanced and whole, so I like that, and I will take
Yeah.
them into considerations. I'm sorry, people are saying the internet connection is bad. That might be because I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi and use the cable. Sorry about that, but next time will be better, hopefully. Yeah. So, did you want to add something about that the reading that we did together here about the weirdness?
Ah, I think we have, yeah, wrapped it up very well. So there's nothing I would like to add to the reading.
Yeah,
Mm.
I agree, and I think it was a great idea to do a reading with the quartz, and
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, so thank you so much for having me once more. It was such fun having a little
yeah,
follow up from from last time, and who knows, maybe there will be a continuation to the Trionfi chat series.
yeah, exactly. Thanks so much for being here and agreeing to do this with me.
Mm.
Yeah, this was fun, and I couldn't imagine a better person to do this with
Oh.
because this is, of course, a deck we both love and
Mm.
or appreciate for what it is, and it's just such a weirdo. It fits the weird times, and it fits
Mm.
you and me because I think we
Yeah.
are weird, and we just accept this, own
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
So that's just also a good thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, thanks everybody here. This was fun. Have a great Sunday. Yes, you too have a great Sunday evening or afternoon or whenever you are watching this. I just want to
Mm.
say if you enjoyed this, leave a like. I think I already linked Manuela's and I first live that we did about this deck. It was on Manuela's channel. If you're not
Mm.
subscribed yet to her, go ahead and do that because you have a lot of new stuff coming out right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, same with my channel, all the good stuff. Thanks so much for being here. And
Mm.
I think this is it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.